All right, Sully. We're getting within a week of a free agency bonanza. Let's dip our toes into football waters. What do you got?
All right, we have a list from Bleacher Report. The one player every NFL team should sign this offseason. And this time I want to make sure that I give you the relevant names, i.e., I'm not going to tell you that the Arizona Cardinals.
Hey, David. Hey, who do you think signing Bob Pennington?
Derek Wolfe. Derek Wolfe, defensive lineman, obviously, to the Arizona Cardinals, all right?
Oh, Defwoo.
Carl Nassib to the Falcons. No. Actually, he was
Carl Nassib, the guy from TV.
Hard Knock star, that's right.
He actually had a really solid year. I think it was Tampa.
All right, the first name that somewhat of a bigger name. Baltimore Ravens. They should add edge Shaq Lawson.
Oh.
Any issue with that?
No, but I don't know why that would come at the cost of Matthew Judon. Aren't they moving Judon? David, you're our AFC North specialist.
They aren't loaded with cap space, but they have a few other major needs, and they're still projected to have more than $30 million.
They need two things, in my opinion. They absolutely need to. Everyone needs to add a pass rusher every year. You know what they really need to add, and you're going to laugh in my face. They need to add a wide receiver. I know Miles Boykin is there, and I know Hollywood Brown is there, and I know the Mandrews is there, but they're all kind of pieces. They don't have a guy. They need a guy. You know who I'd sign if I'm Baltimore? I'm going to blow David's mind. Here we go. You ready, David? Mind blown. Here we go. I'd throw the Brinks truck at Amari Cooper.
Oh, no!
The best route runner in football. The guy could get open in a phone booth. And when you got a quarterback who is not a talented passer, you got to insulate him. I'd throw the Brinks truck at Amari Cooper.
It's actually who I was just going to mention next because...
To the New York Giants.
Buffalo Bills, wide receiver Amari Cooper. That'd be great for Josh Allen.
You know what? It'd be fabulous for Josh Allen. That would be an amazing move, but here's the difference. Which is the less desirable place to live, Buffalo or Baltimore? That's a tough battle.
Buffalo.
No. You ever been to Baltimore?
Buffalo's just so...
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait till about 10 o'clock at night, and I'm going to drop you off at the entrance to Pimlico Racetrack. Get back to me.
Yeah.
The issue is you won't be able to get back to me. You'll be dead.
Well, let's hope not. Chicago Bears, though, they're going to add quarterback Marcus Mariota.
Here's what the Bears should do. I'm going to help Ryan Pace. Don't sign Marcus Mariota. Go into the draft and go get a guy. That's it. There's my advice. I don't even know what draft capital they do or don't have. You can't do this anymore. Mariota, Trubisky, they're the same garbage in a different bottle.
All right, another wide receiver for you. Denver Broncos wide receiver Robbie Anderson, who actually didn't have a terrible fantasy year.
You know what? I get it. I think it's a fit because Robbie's a deep threat. Yeah, David, you're right. Cortland Sutton becomes the possession guy. Anderson's the deep threat. Noah Fant, a vertical threat over the middle. I get that. Yes, I could live with that. That beats drafting a receiver, doesn't it? That way they could shore up the O-line for Drew Lock.
Yep. Now the Detroit Lions, they are going to add a name that we'll recognize. Kyle Van Noy.
Kill me. I mean, honestly, you get rid of the guy only to bring him back at a 10x markup.
Would be a typical Lions
move.
Yep. Van Noy might be the team's most realistic target this year in free agency. All right.
Yeah, what about Joe Thuney? What about Jamie Collins? Yeah, I'll name all the Patriots. Devin McCourty, anyone?
He's an obvious fit for Patricia's system. He'd be an upgrade over Kennard. All right, Green Bay Packers tight end Austin Hooper.
I love it. See, I love it because Aaron Rodgers is going to have to reinvent himself. He's no longer the gunslinger, the deep ball thrower, the bomber. And outside of Devontae Adams, it's not proven whether it was Allison, whether it was Valdez-Scantling, whether it was St. Brown, dead Jimmy Graham. I love the kid they drafted last year out of A&M, Jake Sternberger. I think he's going to be a good tight end. Adding another weapon here, absolutely. And tight ends, multiple tight end sets, using the middle of the field, using short stuff. Yes, Mike, they're going to, believe it or not, and this is the folly of it all, they're going to have to insulate Aaron Rodgers now. They're going to have to insulate him. And you know what else they're going to have to do? They're going to have to be a run-first team. Imagine that.
Bad. Speaking of quarterbacks, Colts quarterback Phillip Rivers.
No. Phillip Rivers is done. He needs to go home, and he needs to have kid number 9.
So you're saying no?
No. The Colts need to go draft a QB and give Frank Reich his next Andrew Luck. No to Phillip Rivers. Go home, bolo tie, no pants, go make a kid. You're done playing football. Ridiculous.
All right, Kansas City Chiefs. This is an interesting one. Running back Kenyon Drake.
Ugh. Why?
It's like the other day when we had the Georgia running back mocked to them.
They got Damian Williams. They got the kid out of Utah State, Darwin Thompson. They could go get any running back in free agency for dirt cheap. I don't know. What's Kenyon Drake going to get? How about this? He's going to get more than a guy in the draft would. Go pick a kid in the 4th, 5th round and move along. Mike, I say no to that.
Big name cornerback Byron Jones to
Philly.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, I think Raiders and Eagles are what? Destination 1 and 2? And I'll tell you one thing. Whoever doesn't get him ends up with Darius Slay.
Yeah. How about the Vikings? Speaking of defensive backs, cornerback Prince Amukamara.
I do if it means having Prince Amukamara in my secondary. Take it from a Giants fan. Dude blows. He's terrible. The Vikings, dude, stop. I mean, it's bad enough Xavier Rhodes is cooked. Then you're going to add Prince Amukamara? Oh, Lordy.
Couple more, tight end Hunter Henry to the Patriots.
Why not? I just don't know who the hell's throwing him the football, but sure. The Jared Stidham era is about to begin. If that doesn't get your loins going, I don't know what does.
We'll see if this does for you. The New York Giants will add Jadeveon Clowney.
No. The guy is all sizzle and no steak. I mean, I like him. Who wouldn't like him? But he's never healthy. The production never lives up to what you pay him. No.
We ran into him in Vegas before a couple years ago. Remember that?
That's correct. And on the same trip, I played blackjack with someone famous that we're not going to talk about. His conversation skills were not very good.
Eagles, Emmanuel Sanders.
Wow. That's sexy. I love Emmanuel Sanders. I know David used to before his dumb organization got rid of him. But Emmanuel Sanders is a perfect fit anywhere he goes. He's a pro. Hard worker, productive receiver. And he's also a unicorn because he blew his Achilles out and came back in like 10 days.
One more for you. Perfect one to end on. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh, David perks up. David, you have to sit down. I can see that.
The Steelers are going to add tight end Eric Ebron.
I don't want it. We need defensive backs. We need defensive backs. I don't want a tight end.
Yeah, a guy who drops 12% of the passes thrown to him. I can already hear David screaming.
Can't wait for Big Ben to scream.
David, Big Ben's got to concentrate on getting out of bed first.
Well, that's why.
Show me when he's... Oh.
All right, Joe Randazzo's Fruit and Vegetable Market, guys. Detroit, Dearborn Heights.